everyone, welcome back to my channel. I just thought I would do a roundup of Project 21 plus 10 since we're now completely finished. I've done all 31 days and I just wanted to go through all of the rules that I've done and if I achieved them, if I slipped up or anything like that. So bear with me, I've got my phone just so I don't forget anything, and I have took screenshots of some things just so I can show everyone. First of all, apologies, I've not dried my hair, I've just got out the shower and washed it, but we're going to do the fire pit. It's supposed to be a smokeless one, but I'm a little bit sceptical that I'm still going to go to bed smelling like smoke, so I'm just not going to dry my hair. I'm going to use that as an excuse when really it's just because I can't be arsed. I decided to do Project 21 plus 10 because I wanted to do a July challenge, and I had been watching Charlotte Pratt on YouTube. I recently found her and was binge watching her videos, and she was doing Project 50. So I just thought if I do it for the whole month of July, it'd be something fun for me to do, but also it wasn't too strenuous. It wasn't 75 hard, 75 soft, or all of these other challenges that can be quite hard. My rules was to do 10,000 steps a day, and at least some of them had to be outside the house. I was building my step count up from January because I was extremely sedentary, and my job is work from home 9 times out of 10, so I'm just sat at my desk for 8 hours. So from January I was slowly upping my steps from 5,000 as an average all the way up until 8,000. So then I just jumped from 8 to 10 for July, and I was doing a lot of home workouts and step workouts and things. So I added the you have to do it outside thing so I could get a little bit of vitamin D and just breathe, touch grass, fresh air, stuff like that. So for the whole month of July I did 382,160 steps, and obviously as you can see where the little it's in blue and the star is, that means that I hit my step goal every day. Now I'm not gonna lie, it's the 1st of August and I had to massively lower my step count down because I've done something to my foot, which my friend told me it's because I've been doing loads of steps around the house with no shoes on, and obviously the impact of my foot on the floor, I have probably just inflamed a tendon to muscle or something like that, and she called it tendonitis, and the only way to get rid of that is to ice it and rest. So I had to lower my step goal because I don't want to lose my streak on the app that I've been using since January. But love that for me. But I did hit my step goal for the whole month of July, and 9 times out of 10 the steps were in the garden or around the estate or around the field by my house. Will say one thing that I did learn was if you get up in the morning, brush your teeth and literally just go out the door and go for a walk before you start your day, so much better. You feel you've achieved so much. You okay, Albus? He's going to sleep under the pillows. Yeah, I just feel it sets you up for the day, especially obviously if you do work from home. You've already been out, fresh air, and it just feels a lot better. So that is a habit that I have created and I'm hopefully going to stick to it. I was to do a 20-minute workout every day. Not gonna lie, I didn't do this every single day because we went to Edinburgh to see Luke Combs, and there was absolutely no way that after we got back to the hotel at 11:30, 12 o'clock, I was going to sleep, get up and then do a workout and then obviously drive home for 4 hours. By the time we actually did get home, I was too tired, so I think there was a couple of days that I didn't do a home workout. For the majority of the time, the workouts that I did do, I was following Regan Spencer on TikTok, so I was doing her arm workouts or her at-home leg workouts, and obviously also doing my 10k steps on top. I did try Pilates a few times. I went to 2 different classes. Was supposed to go to one yesterday and it was going to be a One Direction disco one, but walk on my foot properly, so I thought I'm not going to make a tit of myself going to Pilates for the 3rd time in my life, not being able to touch my toes as it is, and then being oh sorry, I can't do this because I've hurt my foot. So I also didn't do a home workout on the last day, which really bummed me out. It pissed me off, but I hurt myself. So yeah, did 20-minute workout every day with a minus a few, but I took that as you're not supposed to work out every day, and I know obviously my workouts weren't strenuous, but I did do it the majority of the time. Another rule was to do 10 pages of a book. I've actually read the whole of Fourth Wing, and there's a neighbour over the road and the window's open. Excuse me. Are we done? Let's continue. I read the whole of Fourth Wing. Bruh. Wise words. I read the whole of Fourth Wing, and I can't remember what chapter I'm on, but I am halfway through Iron Flame. I have read the book series before, but I like kind of rushed all the way through it just so I could know what happened. So now I'm like reading it for pleasure, and it's actually really nice. Like Ian and my niece are downstairs, they're watching X-Men. When I've finished and edited this, I'm going to go and carry on reading that, and I'll probably sit around the fire pit reading the book while they're on their butchers or whatever they're doing. Reading is actually quite fun when you give yourself time. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, I haven't got time. I have got time, I've just not prioritised that time to read. But it was quite nice. LED mask every night. Again, this was something I did the majority of the time. Sometimes, like, I'm not gonna lie, work has been really hard this month, like mentally, just because we've got a lot going on. That by the time I finish work, I feel a bit like brain dead and I've got no brain cells and I haven't really got the energy to speak to people. I've literally just sat there in silence, like buffering, I don't know. So by the time I've actually had me tea, done like my night routine, got ready for bed, the time between doing my evening skincare and then it being safe to put my LED mask on after I put like active skincare on, it's just been too late. So I've done it in the morning instead. Overall, I've probably missed about 5 or 6 sessions of it, which I don't really think is that bad. Like, you've obviously got to be consistent with it, but I do think that my skin has massively improved. I have been doing a new skincare routine for the past couple of months anyway, but I do think the LED mask has also helped, and obviously the fact that I drink like 2 to 3 litres of water a day, and I am massively reducing the amount of food that I eat that could inflame my body. That's also really good, which also then leads me on to Calorie Deficit. I don't know whether this is cheating or not, but I have literally been eating the My Protein frozen meals for the majority of this month. So like I've had like a protein shake that's had like creatine inside it with either almond milk or normal milk. 9 times out of 10 it's been almond milk in like the morning, and then like for lunch the chicken soup dumplings or dim sum, just because it's like something warm. For the majority of this month I've had decaf coffee, not for any particular reason, just because I had normal coffee and decaf coffee in the house, and now I've only got decaf left. But then I'm kind of like, oh, that's fine, because I can drink it like I can go and have a decaf coffee now and I know it's not going to keep me up, but the warmness of the drink is quite nice. And then I've been having the 350 grams like My Protein frozen meals. I've discovered that I actually like mac and cheese. Well, I like the hot honey mac and cheese with pepperoni, like that's the meal. I don't know whether I actually like normal mac and cheese, but it's actually quite nice. So I don't know if that's been cheating, but I have been in a calorie deficit. And then even like of a weekend when I've not been meal prepping, I've not like eaten like breakfast, lunch and dinner and like 7 million snacks. I've been trying to calorie count over a weekend, but like also eyeballing, like I don't need to have like this massive plate, I can have like a smaller plate. Prioritising like eating protein and stuff rather than just being like, yeah, I'll have like a full bag of minstrels as a snack before I'm waiting for me tea or whatever. Overall this month, like from the beginning of July to the end of July, I've been weighing myself on a Friday. I've lost 8 pounds, which might not be a lot to some people, but considering like it's been incredibly difficult for me to lose weight, the fact that I have easily been losing a little bit of weight each week has really given me the confidence and the motivation to keep going. So go me for that. But yeah, overall I think Project 21 plus 10 has been quite fun to do. It wasn't a strenuous challenge to begin with, where it was like, if you make it to the end, like, well done. It was just more about being consistent, telling myself I was going to do something and actually following through with it, and also doing things for me and prioritising me and my health without doom scrolling for hours. Like, I could tell the difference on like days where like I'd sat there and doom scrolled for like 2 hours without actually realising it, instead of being like, oh, I'm going to get in the shower, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and then it just kind of like threw me off. So overall, yes, I've created habits and they do feel quite nice and I am going to continue to do them, but then I'm also going to give myself grace for not doing everything. Like, I've hit my step goal for the day, but obviously it's not been 10,000 steps. So even though one half of my brain's like, bitch, you lazy, the other half's kind of like, you've ate your foot, like, it's fine, like, chill out type thing. I also did want to say thank you for all of the subscribers that I have received since I've started doing YouTube. It's so weird because obviously when I was younger I wanted to be a YouTuber, and I used to watch like all of the British YouTubers, and then they made friends with the American ones, and I used to watch them and be like, how do they have things to like video and post all the time that's like actually interesting? But like for the past couple of months, you know when people say like your vibe attracts your tribe, and like who you surround yourself with is like who you kind of become. I've been watching a lot of people, and I've been finding a lot of people on like YouTube and TikTok who do like just spend the day with me as like a regular 9 to 5 girly, or someone who does like little daily improvements, or like just like a very, not mundane in a bad way, but like a realistic, like not like an influencer who like doesn't work and is like jet setting here, there and everywhere, and you're like, well, I'm clearly not in your tax bracket, so I don't relate. I've been watching a lot of people who have just been like doing like normal everyday stuff, doing things outside of work to prove that like when you work a 9 to 5 it's quite boring, then you get to the weekend and then you do like whatever it is you want to do. I've been watching a girl on mainly YouTube, but she also does Instagram and TikTok, and her name's Jess, and she is also one of the people that inspired me to do the challenge, because she's been doing like a deficit diaries. Incredible, to be fair. She is very realistic and normal. I don't want to say like me as if to be like I'm normal, but like her content, she does cooking content, which I cannot do, but I am going to try some of her recipes. I've saved them. But she also does like normal, like spend the day with me, and she like does things before and after she goes to work. Sometimes she's in the office, sometimes she's just working from home. She went on holiday to Cornwall with the family. That was quite cute. She videoed that. So you don't have to be doing like all this extravagant stuff to video it and then put it on social media. Like to some extent everyone is some form of content creator. Like you go on a night out, you post pictures, you're showing what your night out was to other people. It might not be like a hey guys, come with me on a night out, but like it's still using social media to like display a part of your life. And it's quite nice to have found like some people who I can relate to, but then also watching their videos kind of inspires me to do more things to like make me feel better and like improve my life, whether that's like through fitness, wellness, chilling, not giving yourself a hard time because you've not deep cleaned your house every weekend. That's been quite nice too. So I just want to say thank you, because it's actually insane like how fast my channel has gone from like 52 subscribers to like I've got like over 1,000 now. Overall, Project 21 plus 10 was a success for me, I think, anyway. Although my initial goal wasn't to lose a certain amount of weight, the fact that I have been able to see that happen at the same time as building healthy habits does give me the confidence that like I can carry on doing these habits and I will have that type of result. Like it might not be like a straight line, but it will still happen. But anyway, yeah. Thank you. Hope you have a nice day. See